We have got some nice fresh snow, not too much, but a little bit of snow. And I need to get out here and go ahead and shovel the snow. I'm still in my PJs and stuff, but you guys, you know what? I just don't care. And so you can see a little bunny tracks. And I'm guessing that further down our driveway is deer tracks. And then obviously people tracks on the actual sidewalk. So let me see if I can put you here. And let's see if we can get my phone to stay. Then you guys can watch me do the hard work.
What does Christmas mean to you? Is it gifts and lots of toys? What does Christmas mean to you? Is it peace and lots of joy? Stockings on the fireplace, presents on a sleigh. But Christmas is so much more. What does Christmas mean to you? What does Christmas mean to you? Is it gifts and lots of toys? What does Christmas mean to you? Is it peace and lots of joy? Stockings on the fireplace, presents on a sleigh. But Christmas is so much more. What does Christmas mean? What does Christmas mean to you?
Should we do an outfit check, everybody? All right, let's talk about the fashion that I'm wearing to shovel snow. First of all, I have got a pair of puka shoes in a peach color. These are a few years old, so they've seen better days. We have got the stylish Old Navy pants. Everybody in the family got a matching pair. And we have got an old hoodie from when my son played hockey. This is my husband's hoodie, so it's way too big. And last but not least, one of the hats that you guys have seen me wearing all through Vlogmas. And I believe I got this from Walmart. So that is our fashion today. Here we are, you guys. We are going to make some sourdough pancakes to go along with some leftover egg casserole. Mr. Snow Gardener is my sous chef. We're going to go ahead and get things ready to go. So we're just going to be chatting, talking about the recipe. Mr. Snow Gardener is going to tell me how much of the ingredients to do. I'm going to pre-measure them to make it a little bit easier to put them together. So Mr. Snow Gardener, how much vanilla do we need?
1 teaspoon of vanilla.
Okay, 1 teaspoon. He already told me 2 eggs, so I got those. So I'm going to go ahead and measure these out. When I am baking, you guys, I really prefer to measure all of my ingredients out before I get started. Okay, so we've got vanilla. How much avocado oil do we need, Mr. Snow Gardener?
We need 3 tablespoons of avocado oil.
3 tablespoons of avocado oil. Perfect. Let me measure this out here. 3 tablespoons. How much salt do we need?
1 teaspoon sea salt.
1 teaspoon of salt. Perfect. And in this recipe, Mr. Snow Gardener, I can't remember. We looked at other things. Is this the one that it has the baking soda and the baking powder on added separately?
That was the overnight prep. The
Okay.
same day says to put all of them together.
Perfect. Then with the salt, I'll go ahead and measure how much baking powder.
Baking powder is 2.5 teaspoons.
2.5 teaspoons. Wow.
And a half teaspoon of baking soda.
Okay, perfect. So I'm measuring out, and I know you guys can't see this. Forgive me. Again, our Vlogmas, we just fly by the seat of our pants. We are okay with that. Now I've already used my half teaspoon for something else, for the vanilla, which was kind of silly, right? Okay, so 2.5 teaspoons of baking powder. And how much baking soda? Half?
Half teaspoon.
Okay. And can you tell us what website this is, or what name? Does it show you where you're at right now, or are you going to have to go all the way back up?
It says munchkintime.com.
Okay, munchkintime.com is where we got this from. So we did not create this, so we want to make sure that we give that creator her or his due, whoever it is. I didn't actually read on their website or anything. We were just looking for a recipe to try. Okay, so we've got baking powder, baking soda, salt. I put those all in one little ramekin dish. And now we need whole milk. How much whole milk do we need?
1 cup whole milk plus more if needed.
Okay, so we'll leave the whole milk out. And you guys, we are using shelf-stable milk today because that is what we've got. So I do not believe it's going to make a difference. 1 cup, I will go ahead and measure out 1 cup here. Perfect. And then for flour, and remind me, does it say all the dry ingredients in the bowl? Because if it does, I'm just going to put the flour and the sugar right in the bowl.
It says mix all the ingredients together and then wait 10 minutes or whatever it said.
Okay, and so 1.5 cups of flour, I believe, right?
1.5 cup flour.
Okay, so there's 1 cup. I had to measure that out ahead of time because I was out of flour in my canister. That was the last of it. So I didn't want to mix that old flour with new flour. So it was a little bit light, but I think it will be okay. So 1.5 cups flour, Mr. Snow Gardener. How much sugar?
3 tablespoons of sugar. 3
tablespoons of sugar. And we shall just go ahead and utilize, if I could find the tablespoon, we'd be doing good. I got a half of one. This is baking 101, right? Make sure you have got measuring spoons. So 3. So we're going to have to do 6 of these, you guys. And sometimes if I get distracted, I lose track. So we can't do that. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right. Is that all of the ingredients, Mr. Snow Gardener?
All of the dries, yes.
And all of the wets too, right?
You have, well, I was going to ask, you have your oil, vanilla, milk, eggs, and the discard?
Yep.
Okay.
I've got all that. So,
yes, ma'am.
And we're going to whisk. I like to whisk my dry ingredients together before I put in anything else in there. So let's go ahead and whisk this together. I really enjoy cooking together with my husband. I think my husband really enjoys it when I just cook.
I do.
But I really like it when he helps me because it makes it so much easier. Okay, and so now I can just put everything else in.
Combine the wet and dry ingredients. In a large bowl, whisk the dry ingredients together, add the wet ingredients, whisk gently until a smooth batter forms. Let rest for 5 to 10 minutes.
All right, so let's go ahead and add our milk in and our eggs. And as always, it's always a good idea to crack your eggs into a bowl anyway. Then just in case you have a funky egg, or just in case you're like me and try to add eggshell into your baking recipes, you can avoid that. And we do have avocado oil here, you guys. That makes this healthy, right?
Yes.
Because it has avocado oil and sourdough. That makes it healthy. Mr. Snow Gardener, will you grab a scraper out of the drawer for me so I can put the sourdough discard in here? Now, you guys saw earlier, I mixed that hooch in with the discard. So, hopefully we like it.
Oh.
And Mr. Snow Gardener's phone is making noises. Worst YouTuber ever.
Uh-huh.
So here is our 1 cup sourdough discard, which you guys saw, like I said, earlier today. And it has been sitting out for, I think, gosh, it's about 1 o'clock now, you guys.
Several hours.
So, yeah, I think it's been like 4 or 5 hours that it's been sitting out. And so we don't want any lumps. Is that what it said?
Until a smooth batter forms.
Okay, smooth batter.
5 to 10 minutes.
Rest for 5 to 10 minutes, you guys. I'm so hungry. I don't want to rest. Now, this is probably too much batter for us, Mr. Snow Gardener. Does it say in there, if we don't use all of this batter, what we can do with it? Does it say in the recipe?
It says...
Look at all those bubbles, everybody. I'm pretty sure that's because it has so much baking powder and soda in it.
It doesn't actually say, I don't think.
It doesn't
anything
say.
about what you can do with it.
I wasn't sure. I mean, I've refrigerated leftover because I would rather have refrigerated leftover batter than leftover pancakes. But maybe we should make all these pancakes, Mr. Snow Gardener, and freeze them and try and see how they work. What do you think?
Do frozen pancakes?
Yeah.
Or freeze the batter?
No, frozen pancakes. Because with all of the leavening agents, I'm not sure a frozen batter would be good.
Okay.
But we could make pancakes, freeze them, see if we can come up with a way to freeze them that we like. And what I'm thinking, you guys, when I freeze these, and I'll bring you along with this, we'll make this part of this video, is what I'm going to do. Let me put a timer on. Should we wait, how long? 10 minutes, Mr. Snow Gardener?
Yeah.
Okay. So, and I don't think I'm going to talk the whole 10 minutes, you guys. But what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to make all the pancakes, and I'm going to put them onto a sheet tray, and I'm going to freeze them. And then I'm going to stack them into a Ziploc bag. So then that way they don't get sucked together. So we'll use a pan and some parchment. All right, you guys, we'll be back when the 10 minutes is up. Okay, you guys, we have got about a minute and a half on the 10-minute timer. I went ahead and turned my pancake pan on. That's what I call this. We use this mainly for pancakes because I used to use it for grilled cheese, but Mr. Snow Gardener does the grilled cheese now, and he does those in cast iron, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Mr. Snow Gardener is world famous for his grilled cheese, just so you know. If my cousins are watching this, they can tell you. A set of my cousins that came up and stayed with us, they still talk about his grilled cheese. He just does a great job. And he does the grilled cheese where you put the cheese not only on the inside, but on the outside as well. All right, so we are probably going to make a mess when we're doing pancakes. I just can't help it. I like using a measuring cup. And I like doing 4 pancakes on this pan. It just seems to work the best for me. And of course, I heat this up until water on it will go ahead and sizzle and skitter across it to make sure it's warm enough. I hate burnt pancakes. That is one of the things with me. Mr. Snow Gardener knows that. Like toast, if it's even too dark, not even black yet, I have a hard time with that. Thank goodness my husband is not as picky. So for pancakes, if we're cooking pancakes, if some get dark, he eats them. I'm just so picky.
You are picky.
I am. I'm picky. All right. Let's see where this is at. Nope, not quite ready yet. So we've got to wait. I should have started this a smidge sooner because here comes our timer. Okay, it's been 10 minutes now. Now, because I didn't think of starting that, we just have to wait. And like I said, I'm so hungry. Are you hungry, Mr. Snow Gardener?
I can eat.
You can eat? He can always eat. He can always eat. Even if he's not hungry, he can't say no to food. He's one of those people.
I gotta keep this belly around, right?
Yeah.
That's what you always say.
Right. Okay, we are just about there. Do you guys see how the water is starting to scatter across it? Let's try a little bit more really quick. And we'll get these pancakes started. Oh, yeah. Look at that. So now it's sizzling, but I am going to turn it down just a smidge. And let's go ahead and do these. I'm going to do about 1/3 of a cup, and it's really not about measuring. And actually, nope, 1/3 is too much. It's probably less than 1/4 cup looking at it. I'm just watching how they go across my pan. And every pancake batter is different. And of course, for my discard, it was thinner because I stirred in that hooch because it had sat there for so long. So let's go ahead and cook pancakes. Mr. Snow Gardener, what is your favorite pancake topping?
Favorite pancake topping?
Yes, sir.
Real maple syrup.
Real maple syrup. We are maple syrup snobs, even though truly, I guess if we were snobs, we'd be buying the stuff from like Vermont, directly from a farmer. Is it a farmer? Is it a maple syrup farmer? Is that what you call them?
I don't know.
Does anybody know? But we really don't use the fake maple syrup anymore. Every once in a while, I'll find one that's on sale. What did I get? I've got the Dunkin' Donuts one.
Dunkin' Donuts.
Like glazed donut or something. So I grabbed that because it was on clearance. But we still haven't used it. Hey, should we taste test that today? Just taste test it, not put it on our pancakes.
You can.
Let's do it. We're on Vlogmas, dang it. If there is a time to taste test stuff, it is on Vlogmas. And as I said, we're going to be eating the leftover egg casserole with the pancakes. And my husband can eat so many pancakes. He likes to eat so much that he makes himself sick.
I mean, it's got to be good. It's Mrs. Butterworth.
It is Mrs. Butterworth's, and it is a Dunkin' glazed donut flavored syrup. And I got it on clearance. It doesn't have a clearance sticker on it, but I bought it at a grocery haul, who knows when. It has a Best By date of August of 2025, so it's expired, so we better not taste it.
We better not try it. Better not even try it.
That definitely tastes like a glazed donut. I didn't just lick off the metal piece from the top. I don't know if I want that on my pancakes today, you guys. But what we'll do is we will go ahead and use one of these pancakes, put some of that syrup on there, and Mr. Snow Gardener and I will taste it. So let's see how these are doing. Because we're on Vlogmas and I turned it down because I didn't want to burn pancakes, I think I turned it down too much. That's what filming does to me, you guys. I mean, I'm crazy all the time anyway. I'm a little bit anxious and a little bit, I don't know what I am. I'm lots of things. All I can say is you should probably feel bad for my husband sometimes. Okay, we have to flip it because it's stuck to my flipper, so we have to flip it. So a little bit too light, but cooking quite well. That's beautiful.
Almost got carried away with
Oh, no, that's perfect. Look at the shape of that pancake, you guys, and the coloration. That is, if I was showing the pancakes to you guys and I had to show you one, that would be it, because that is beautiful. This one, not so much. I wonder if I don't have my pan in quite the right spot, I don't think. I don't think it was centered.
You moved it already, though, didn't you?
Well, I just moved it just now.
Oh, I thought you moved it already.
I don't think so. I think I moved it forward because our camera view is not the best. I blame Mr. Snow Gardener.
I see how it is.
It's his fault. Hey, Mr. Snow Gardener, do you want to grab a little plate so that we can do a taste test and try that syrup? Here is the pancake for the taste test.
I don't know if we should do that one.
Definitely. It's the little baby one that was a little light. Now watch, you guys. This pan is going to be too hot. That is the secret, right? Oh, I got pancake batter on the stove. Knew that was going to happen.
Way to go.
It's okay. Mr. Snow Gardener will clean it up later.
Yeah.
Of course, we're laughing because Mr. Snow Gardener. Do you clean the stove, Mr. Snow Gardener?
Every once in a while. Probably not as often as I should.
I'm probably not as good at cleaning it as I should either. Now, of course, with sourdough, if you use an active starter instead of a discard, you are going to get more fluffier pancakes. Okay, so Mr. Snow Gardener, did you add a little butter on there too?
Of course.
Okay, so we've got a little bit of butter, and we've got some of that syrup on there. And so, if you just want to taste it first, then I'll taste it.
I guess.
You guess? I'm sure it's going to be yummy.
You just can't use my fork.
Oh, okay. I won't use your fork. He thinks he's funny. Do you hear him laughing at himself? He's been doing that a lot this Vlogmas. He thinks he's hilarious. What do you think? How many stars would you give it out of 5?
I mean, if you're wanting a pancake that tastes like a glazed donut, that's the way you should go. And it's pretty tasty. But I'm still a fan of my...
The maple syrup is where it's at.
Yep.
Maple syrup is where it's at for sure. Uh-oh, you guys, I got pancake batter on my spatula. Shame on me. Don't want to overdo these. See, look at you guys. I told you. Ah! Ah!
Yeah, those are
Whew.
perfect.
Whew, those were close, you guys. I was a little bit scared there. A little bit scared. Definitely a better temp. Maybe a smidge too high, so I turned it down a little bit. Do you guys prefer, I guess, question of the day. Do you guys prefer pancakes or waffles? I want to know. One of my favorite things to eat, and I haven't been to this restaurant in 20 plus years, it was a Belgian waffle that had a cream cheese sauce on it with strawberries. The best thing I've ever had. But if I am at home and I'm cooking, you better believe I'm just cooking pancakes. What about you, Mr. Snow Gardener?
Pancakes all the way.
Pancakes all the way. How come?
Good question.
For me, it's pancakes because making waffles takes more time.
I like the texture and the fluffiness of pancakes.
Okay.
I don't like the
crunchiness, maybe, of a waffle.
Yeah, the little cells make it different to the mouth. And
just so you guys know, Mr. Snow Gardener has syrup with some pancakes, not the other way around. Mr. Snow Gardener uses a lot of syrup. And for me, I like more pancakes, less syrup. I don't like when my pancakes get soggy.
I don't like it when my pancakes are too dry.
It's a good thing that we're not sharing a plate of pancakes. So, Mr. Snow Gardener, when we go out to eat breakfast, why do you always ask me if I want a bite before you prepare your stuff?
Because I put stuff on it.
What do you put on your pancakes? Besides butter and syrup?
A little bit of salt and pepper.
And
some Tabasco sometimes.
He does the salt and pepper, which I get sweet and salty, right? I have no problem with that. I'm just not a huge Tabasco fan. And it's just one of those things, right? And he's always done it, and it's just a funny thing. So there you go. There's some facts about Mr. Snow Gardener and how he likes to eat his pancakes. I bet you guys didn't think you were going to be learning that today. Perfect, perfect. And then today, you guys, Mr. Snow Gardener needs to run an errand. So I'm going to go with him, and we are going to get a chai tea, and we're going to chat a little bit. And boy, these pancake flippings are kind of rough. But it is what it is. And close to being too done, but they look okay. And guess what, you guys? If you haven't figured it out already, we're here to keep it real with you guys. We're not here to be perfect, anything like that. So let's see. So far, we've gotten 4, 8, 12 pancakes, which of course is way too many for Mr. Snow Gardener and I to eat. And just so you guys know, if you see me flip my pancake over like that, it's because I want to test its doneness. I learned that cooking pancakes in restaurants. I can't remember. It was a chef that taught me to do that. And so I do it a lot of times without even realizing I'm doing it. And it's because I want to make sure, like, these pancakes aren't super fluffy, but if you get a pancake that's super fluffy, you most certainly don't want to have a raw middle, because that would just be awful. That would be just not good. Okay, so does it... Oh, you already got rid of the recipe. I was going to ask you if the recipe said how many pancakes it was supposed to make. But
it doesn't actually say how many, I don't think.
Okay. And of course, I mean, think about it. Pancakes. Like Mr. Snow Gardener, if he had his way, I would make one big pancake at a time.
It says 4 servings.
4 servings? So...
I'm looking to see if it has how many pancakes it's saying is in a serving.
I mean, if you look at these stacks right here that we have so far, and you look at that, like a stack of 4, I could see that being a serving. I could see that being a serving for sure. And you guys, I'm going to go ahead and start the microwave because we are reheating that casserole. So hopefully it's not too loud. Mr. Snow Gardener is having a couple pieces. I am having one piece right here. Here was what the casserole looked like, just in case you missed that Vlogmas. We made that casserole because we were trying to use up some food before it went bad, I guess. Well, it was in the freezer, so I wanted it out of the freezer. The hash browns were what inspired us to make that. Okay, pancakes. And the casserole is what inspired us to make pancakes today.
Yeah.
That's just how we roll. These are looking pretty dang good here. We've got a few more. Mr. Snow Gardener, do you want to check and see if that is warm enough for you? I'm not sure if it is.
I suppose.
See, look at him. I ask him to do stuff, and he argues, you guys. He's like, I'm not arguing. I'm not arguing. And like I said, for Mr. Snow Gardener and I, there's no way we can eat that many pancakes for our brunch. Actually, it's not brunch anymore because it's afternoon. So it's, what do you call that? Dinner? Right? In between lunch and dinner.
Something like that.
This is going to be a baby pancake. Right? Maybe for the dogs. Do the dogs need a pancake?
They might.
Can Yorkies have sourdough? I imagine it would be fine. I mean, they don't need the sugar with the syrup. They are already hyperactive enough as it is.
They say lies.
What do you guys think? Zeusy has something on his nose. We should give these guys a piece of a pancake, Dad, and you should film it so we can add it on to the Vlogmas. But we got to wait until this one actually isn't that small, so we can give them a piece of a pancake anytime. You just tell me when you're ready. I'm using one of the ones that was cooked before.
Oh. I thought you were going to give him the little one.
It's not little anymore. Look at it.
All right.
You guys want a pancake? Sit, Zeusy. Don't be rude. No. You got to have good manners, sir. You guys want a little pancake? We like pancakes, huh? 2 bites for each of you guys. These guys are not spoiled at all.
No.
Thank you, Mr. Snow Gardener.
I stopped it before you said that.
Well, guess what? There's still another camera going.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I don't know if you guys saw these ones, but these ones actually puffed up the most. It was kind of weird. All right, you guys, we're going to go ahead and make up our plate. I will show you a picture of it. And then we will we'll go ahead and head on the town, and we're going to have a discussion about something fun. We'll see you guys in a little bit. As promised, you guys, we are in the car, and we got some snow, but it's really nice out. I'm sure you can see it's sunny and stuff. It's not as cold. It's funny, I swear, with the snow, it warmed it up. What do you think?
Yes, it did.
Yeah, definitely. And so I told you guys that we were going to discuss something fun. And of course, Mr. Snow Gardener is driving, so he can't look at you guys a lot. But I am so excited to share with you guys that Mr. Snow Gardener and I have booked our next vacation for 2026. Well, our first vacation for 2026. It's our next vacation, but the only one we have booked for 26 so far. And Mr. Snow Gardener, where are we going?
We're going to the Cocoa View Resort in Roatan, Honduras.
Yes, and why are we going there?
Because it's a scuba diving resort.
And how did you hear about it?
We ran into a gentleman on 2 different vacations at the same resort. And the first time we met him, he was talking about it. And then I saw him again and recognized him and was asking him. And I specifically asked what the name of the resort was because I couldn't remember. And he told us it was the Cocoa View in Roatan.
And was this the guy with the beard? Remind me.
Yes.
Okay, this dude was awesome. He has like, I don't know how many dives, like a ton, like thousands of dives. He was pretty awesome. And so Mr. Snow Gardener had brought it up last year, I believe, for sure. And we looked at the price of the resort and I went, oh, we can't afford that, or as we try to say, it's not in the budget right now. That's what we try to say. And so this year we wanted to go in March of 2026, but I drug my feet on booking it because of the government shutdown and all of that kind of stuff. And so because I drug my feet, I don't think it would have mattered. They sell out quite quickly. So we booked in September, and the days that we were looking for in September, most of those were booked out too. And so they have this thing where they basically, instead of you being at the actual little resort, you are in a beach house. And so that is where we're at. We will get all the perks of the resort, but we will be in a little beach house. So we're going to see how that is. And the lighting is horrendous. It's blinding me. It's blinding me. And so that is our next vacation. And we are so excited to go. I'm super excited to go somewhere besides Mexico to scuba dive. And so like I said, the resort itself is pretty spending. It does include all of your food. It includes all of the scuba diving as well, which if you guys didn't know is pretty spendy. We usually spend about, when we go diving, and we don't go diving a ton, we usually spend about $1,000 when we go scuba diving in Mexico. We've spent more when we went to California. Mr. Snow Gardener is gonna run in and grab some things, so I'm gonna continue talking to you guys while he's in there. And so for this vacation, the resort itself is going to cost about, I believe it's about $4,500 for the week. So certainly not budget friendly. Mr. Snow Gardener and I, when we usually go to Mexico, I watch for deals and stuff like that. And for the 2 of us, not including scuba diving, but for the 2 of us, it is usually under $2,000. So this is more than twice what we normally spend. But of course, when you think about the scuba diving, and for the scuba diving, just in case you guys are scuba divers, it includes 2 dives a day off the boat. Plus, this is right on the reef, so you can actually walk out and scuba dive. It includes as much air as you want. Of course, with scuba diving, you have to be careful. There is a science behind it and everything, so you have to be careful because you can only scuba dive so much. And it depends on the depth you go on and whether you're on nitrox or you're on air and, you know, all of that kind of stuff. So there's a lot of sciencey stuff that I understand somewhat, but not as much as I probably should. That is one thing that I have promised myself this next year in 2026 is to further my education with scuba diving and understand more of the science behind it. So now for March, we are not sure if we are going to go on vacation or not. We are thinking about possibly going, but it's one of those things. And I am having some planned surgery in April. I'll tell you guys about it later. I don't know if it's going to be a Vlogmas thing or not. And don't worry, it's nothing bad. I mean, surgery is always a little bit nerve-wracking, but it's nothing bad. And so we have that in April, and Mr. Snow Gardener is going to take a week off, no pay for that. So we're not sure if we are actually going to do that or not. So Mr. Snow Gardener is back, and we, he's got what he needs, and we are headed to the post office now. Oh, should we get drinks first and then the post office?
Whatever you want.
Let's do drinks. We're gonna go get a chai tea, as I said. I'm gonna get that brown butter. Was it brown butter? No.
Coffee?
I don't remember. The special, the one that you guys saw me get already. I don't know if Mr. Snow Gardener is going to get his typical mountain mocha coffee or if he's gonna try something different. He kind of gets stuck in a pattern where he likes the same stuff. Don't you?
A little bit.
And so I was telling them that we aren't sure if we're taking a vacation in March for sure or not. I just kind of mentioned that I'm going to have a planned surgery in April and that you will be taking time off, no pay for that. And so we just weren't quite sure. I know Mr. Snow Gardener and I had kind of tossed around ideas of maybe going scuba diving in the States, like maybe going to Florida or something like that. I also mentioned maybe not going scuba diving. I know, shame on me. But I mentioned maybe just taking a weekend trip to somewhere where we haven't been before. I've been to New Orleans, but Bridger hasn't been to New Orleans, and I love that city, and I love the food down there. And with American Airlines, we do have, with our rewards credit card, we have, I'm trying to remember what they're called. I can't remember the exact term, but it's basically if one of us buys airfare, then the other one can fly for $99. So we do have those companionship tickets, I think is what they're called. Yeah, companion tickets. And so we've got those, but we also have the miles, like I said. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. For Roatan, when we looked up the flights, I was thinking they were close to $1,100 a piece on American, right? Is that what it was? And I was like, holy cow. So that would have made this vacation so expensive. Well, instead, we are using miles. And because we are using miles for both of us to fly round trip to Roatan out of Jackson Hole, we are paying less than $150 total. So we're super excited about that. So here we are at our coffee place. Somebody commented, I don't know if you've looked at the comments on Vlogmas or not, but they have stayed in Pinedale. And they stayed, I think they said at the Best Western, and they came here and got coffee every day.
Nice.
So I thought that was pretty cool. And Kara is here today, our friend Kara. And, oh, should they change it to the gingerbread chai? Maybe I'll try that. Large gingerbread chai, please.
Hello. Good. You? Zeus, get in the back. Turd. You want that? Marlene wants a large gingerbread chai.
Yes, please.
And I think I'll go with one of those as well.
Oh, okay. He's changing up, you guys. He's changing up.
You want regular milk?
Yes.
I had told her. Remember, I'd asked her about how you've not lactose intolerant, but you've got a lactose sensitivity. I was talking to her about it before. He just can't give it up, Kara.
Make it with heavy cream and not make it all with heavy cream.
We make it with heavy cream.
You want me to try it?
That'll work.
There you go. See how she is? And you've known Kara for a long time. Did you go to school together?
I went to school with her older brother.
Okay. Yeah, I knew they had known each other for quite some time. Anything else about vacay that you want to let anybody know?
I don't know. Did you tell everybody that they essentially just let you pick up air tanks and go walk into the ocean and dive?
Yeah, I did. I told them that there was 2 boat trips a day that you could go on. And then I was also talking about that, and I told them that you have to be careful because you can only dive so much, you know, science-wise. And so I was telling them about that, and I was telling them that I don't know enough about that. Zeus. Can you guys hear him whining?
Just gotta look at your dive tables and
right, and you have to have so much surface time, and depending on how deep you go, which it doesn't seem like obviously the ones right off the shore, I wouldn't think, because it looked like the reef is right there, right?
Yeah.
Stop.
I think they're probably just like the basic certification type dives, probably 30 feet or so.
Yeah. Do you know, for their boat dives, did you look into anything like as far as where they go?
No.
I was wondering how deep their dives are. I told you guys he was going to whine. I told you that. It was funny because I told him that the first time I brought him along, and then he didn't whine at all. Zeus, she'll get you a treat. Just relax. All right, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye because I've been talking for 10 minutes. And we're going to get our drinks. We're going to beat Zeus. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. You can tell he's really abused. You can tell he's abused.
He's very excited.
Yeah. We're going to get our drinks. Carol will get their treats. And we're going to go to the post office and head home. But I'm going to go ahead and sign off for today. Thanks for joining us for Vlogmas today, you guys. We really appreciate it. Kara is feeding them. Thank you, Kara. All right, everybody. Until we see you guys next time, which will be tomorrow, remember to keep on smiling. Bye, everybody.